Today on Forkin' Good, we're diving into a holiday gift box that I bought from JR's BBQ. That's JR as in Jim Ross, the most recognizable voice in pro wrestling.
This is not a wrestling match! This is a fight! The bell has rung, and Austin is kicking Helmsley's ass tonight!
If you were a wrestling fan like I was in the late 90s, you heard JR call some of the most iconic moments of WWE's Attitude Era.
For the love of God, someone tell me this is not happening!
Today, I listened to JR's weekly podcast, Grilling JR.
He jumped off the screen. When he was on screen, he was the only person you're really looking at.
Which gives a glimpse behind the curtain into the crazy world of athletic theater that he's been a part of for decades. Now let's get this box open. This is the Jan's favorite box, named in honor of Ross's late wife. Inside, there's a Christmas card from JR and his team. And wrapped up here is a copy of JR's new memoir, Under the Black Hat, by Jim Ross, the voice of wrestling. And check it out, it's autographed too. Now under here, we've got JR's Main Event Mustard and JR's Family Barbecue All-Purpose Seasoning. Over here, we have 3 different sauces. And under that, there's a cutting board embossed with JR's signature and iconic black hat. Here's a look at all of it unpacked, and let's take a closer look at those sauces. There are 2 different kinds of barbecue sauce, original and hot. There's also a bottle of Chipotle ketchup, the Main Event mustard, and the seasoning, which is a blend of salt, spices, brown sugar, garlic, onion, paprika, and natural hickory smoke. Sounds pretty damn tasty to me, so to test it out, I cooked up some chicken breast tenderloin, seasoned only with JR's blend. I cooked it in a cast iron skillet with a neutral oil to try to really let this seasoning set the flavor, and I'm serving it up on JR's wooden cutting board. I have no complaints with the seasoning. The black pepper hits you right away, followed by a little sweetness, and then a little smokiness rounds it all out. Over here, I've got some sauces lined up to try next. We're going to start with the original and work our way down to the mustard. So, chicken tender number 1 is going in. And it's a damn good barbecue sauce. It's a little on the sweet side, but packed with flavor. 2 bites in, and I'm sold. Moving on to the hot sauce now. Similar in flavor, but a little less sweet, and some different savory notes happening in here. And then a nice little blast of heat at the end. This may be the best one yet, but I've made a critical error and spilled sauce on the Christmas tablecloth. But hey, it came up without leaving a grease spot. Another plus. On to this ketchup, which I'll admit was the sauce I was least excited about when I opened the box. But damn it, JR, this is some good ketchup. It's not overly sweet, it has a nice smokiness to it, and just enough heat to make it interesting. I'm going back for more. Moving on now to the mustard. I ran out of condiment bowls, but this one is in a handy squeeze bottle anyway. It's thick and golden with a sweet, vinegary aroma right out of the bottle. Let's try it. Wow, not what I was expecting at all. Now this is sweet, tangy, and has a little bit of jalapeno action happening at the end. I missed some too. Let me go back for that. I'm dipping into my reserved chicken now for a second taste. This is almost like a mustard-based barbecue sauce that's popular here in South Carolina. Just a little thicker, and honestly better than some of them. Now if I have to pick 2 contenders for the heavyweight championship from this box, it's going to be between the original barbecue sauce and the Main Event mustard. In the left corner, the original sauce is that classic babyface sauce, perfect to slather on some pulled pork or a brisket. And over here in the right corner, this mustard may look like the heel with its fancy bottle and its Main Event moniker, but man, this sauce has all the right moves and a killer finish. In the end, the original sauce is going to have to take the fall, and this Main Event mustard is going over. Going over the next rack of ribs I can get my hands on, that is. But in the meantime, I have some reading to do. Merry Christmas! And if you're looking for these sauces, they're at jrsbbq.com. And no, this isn't a paid promotion. I bought these myself, and I'm definitely planning to go back for more mustard. If you liked what you saw, subscribe so you don't miss the next Forking Good.